School is back in session for a lot of people. It's time to talk about some of my favorite teachers, like me, in some of my favorite books. Let's do it! What's up, beasties? It's me, Triple B, your friendly neighborhood bearded book beast. Welcome back to the channel. I am so glad you're here. It's good to see you. Today, we're going to talk about some of my favorite teachers in my books that I've read. In some of my favorite books that I've read. As some of you know, some of you might not, I am a teacher myself. I teach special ed resource at the high school level, at my local high school, and I love my job. I love working with students, love seeing them grow and improve and achieve success, walk across that stage and graduate. And I just love the relationships I build, and it's very rewarding, and it's awesome. And I just was thinking, as I was getting back into routines and getting back into things as a teacher, I was thinking, who are some of my favorite teachers in books that I've read? So I thought, a light bulb. Let's make a video and talk about it, and then you guys can share with me who some of your favorite ones are too. So we're going to get into that right now. These are not in any particular order. It's not a top 10 list or anything like that. I've just got a few series and books that I want to talk about. So here we go. The first one, all of them are fantasy books except the first one, because this is a series that I just love. And there's some pretty cool teacher characters in it. Now, these are not actual like teachers, where they're not teachers at a school or something like that. I could have done Harry Potter or some young adult books that I've read that have actual teachers in them. But I felt like it would be more interesting to dive into some stories that have characters that are teaching others or training others, but not like specifically just they have to be a teacher. All right, so here we go. First up is Orphan X, my favorite series, one of my favorite series, about a urban vigilante who helps those who cannot help themselves. It's very good with the found family and the action. It's awesome. But anyway, Evan Smoke is the main character, and he was taught by someone that he really looks up to and sees as a father, Jack, and he taught him a lot of his skills and stuff that he uses to fight evil and help people. And do a lot of violent, bloody things, but he also taught him how to maintain his humanity and be a good person and care about others. So I think Jack is a great teacher, and eventually, I'm not going to say too much, but Evan becomes a very good teacher himself further on in the series. So that's all I'll say. I'm just saying. It's good. You should read it. Then, my favorite series of all time, and there's a few good teachers in there too, boom, The Blade itself. The first Law World. There's a few good teachers in here. Of course, everybody loves our favorite crippled inquisitor, Galacta. Galacta teaches lots of people throughout this series. He teaches people how to torture better, how to be inquisitive, and be like a detective and solve things. And yeah, so I love Galacta. He's awesome. He teaches a lot of people a lot of things. And then we've also got some of the wild men that I love, like Logan Nine Fingers, but Dogman teaches a lot of his fellow savage warriors how to be a little more caring and a little more careful, a little more to think things through a little more. So I really love Dogman. I think there are a couple of the teachers that stand out to me in this awesome series. Then we have a self-pubbed one that I loved, Harbinger of Justice by Andrew Watson. And I would say that my character in here that is a great teacher is the main character, this guy right here, Rye. He is really awesome, but he has shadow magic, and of course he helps out some younger characters with their magic and how to control it and things like that, and it's very good. Very, very good. If you haven't checked out this book, you should definitely do so. Rye is an awesome character. He's so cool. And the magic system in this is awesome. But the character interactions and stuff between him and a former pupil and him and a new pupil are just really good. And it's really the meat of the story. And it's really well done. So definitely check that out. Then we got Trader's Blade, the Greatcoats. Good old Falcio is a teacher to some other Greatcoats, so it's very good. He does a really good job. He teaches them not only like the sword play, swordsmanship, my mind is drawing a blank. I know there's a word for it. But anyway, he teaches them skills like that, but also about what it means to be a greatcoat and have honor and duty and all of that stuff. And I really enjoy that as part of this series. Greatcoats. Then, this one may be reaching a little, but I just love this series. So I just finished Empire of the Dan, but Empire of the Vampire, there's some good teachers in here. Gabriel de Leon, I think, is a great teacher. He's got a sailor's mouth, and can be a little violent sometimes, but he does have a couple characters that he teaches things to in this story, and I love the interaction between him and that younger person that is his student, and I just think it's a lot of fun. So Empire of the Vampire, excellent. And when he was young, he had some teachers as well that were not always the best, but they did teach him a lot in one way or another. So love this book. Then we got Justice of Kings, my man Von Vault, and he is he teaches Helena the whole thing about being a justice and law and honor and all that stuff. So, yeah, I think he's a pretty cool teacher. He's kind of a brooding, very smart, a little quirky character, but so much fun, and the interaction between him and Helena is awesome. So I really love Von Vault, and I think he's an awesome teacher. Then we got, boom, Mistborn. Can't talk about a teacher without talking about a couple characters from this. You've got Kelsier, who taught Vin so much and was an awesome teacher in this book. The interaction between teacher and pupil is really cool. It's really at the heart of this book, and it's a lot of fun. Another character that's always teaching people to be more caring and more patient and to learn and to think things through and to think deeper is Sazin, my man. He is a great teacher to everyone in the series and one of my favorite characters. So Mistborn has some awesome teachers. And finally, Dresden Files. Now, this is probably not what you think. So we've got, of course, Dresden himself was taught by some people, Ebenezer, and some other wizards in the council taught him along the way. His dad taught him some things when he was young. And then, of course, eventually he takes on an understudy. They have a very interesting relationship, but he teaches them a lot. But I'm going to say that I think the best teacher in this book to me is actually my man, Michael Carpenter. He teaches Harry and his children and lots of people how to just be a good person and have a huge heart and never lose sight of that and know that the people you love and the love that you have for them and the faith and the hope you have in seeing the good in people and in the world is a very special and strong thing to hold on to. So Michael Carpenter, you are, in my opinion, my favorite and best teacher in the Dresden Files, which is an amazing series. So there you go. Those were some of my favorite teachers in the books that I read. I hope you enjoyed them. Please leave me a comment. Let me know who your favorite teachers are, and I can't wait to hear what you think. If you haven't yet, and you liked what you saw here today, please consider liking and subscribing. It helps the channel grow, and it helps you know when I have more content out so that you can come back here to hang out with us again. So if you haven't yet, please like and subscribe. I would appreciate it. Like I always say, I want to be beast friends with you. Let's be beasties. All right. Until I see you in the next video, beasties, devour those TBRs, be brave, be beautiful to one another, and be beastly. We'll see ya.